Welcome back to another episode. Morilibus here. I'm back at this entrance, and I think I got it how I want it. I don't know. So I did raise it back up to about. Well, it's at this level now. If I put half slabs, I think it will meet up. So I think I like that height better than having it lower. It looked a little weird with it all the way down. And I'm actually recording this before the last episode has gone up, so I haven't really had a chance to get any feedback from you guys, but I was working on this and figured I might as well record some of it, because I feel like I'm at a stage now where I can just build it. Kind of done figuring out what I want to do, and now we can just do it, hopefully. So let's just pave this out. This will be the road, so it'll be a fairly wide road coming in, and then we'll narrow it up. And I do believe I am going to demolish this and have a road go that way and connect, and then we'll also have a road go down that way and connect. It will probably cut through the spruce trees. It won't go all the way around, but I'll worry about that later. And I haven't done anything else over on this side yet either, but this will still be probably a bridge of some kind. We'll see what we do here where it connects to the earth, the land over here. We could, I don't think this is where is this the beacon location? No, that's way too not centered on anything. Where does the beacon go now? I think it goes right there. Okay, so we can get rid of that. Yes, we can. Okay, so now we need doors, and also need to put this trim over here. I think that's kind of necessary. What else do I need here? I need a leaf and a stair, and then I think it's solid all the way up. So that'll be a bit of a trim, and the same deal on the other side, except instead of leaves we've got stairs. There we go. And then the rest of it will just be underneath the road, but I might do something else here once I figure out what I want to do for the bridge type on the, or bridge style for the other side. And I don't know if we'll spend the whole episode on this, but we may. Not too sure. We'll see how long it takes to get anything actually accomplished here. Okay, I think that's all of those. Shall be right back. Okay. So the doors. I think that kind of works. I don't know, maybe that... I'd had a stair there before, but it looked a little weird with the post, because the post doesn't, it's offset when you put it on top of a stair. So yeah, you get that, like, half of it's just floating, and that looks kind of weird. So I ended up switching it to a full block, and I moved the stair over there, so it still has this kind of arch feel. I feel it has an arch feel. And I'm going to try to sleep through the night, just to avoid mobs. Oh, I'm getting bad frames. I'm under 30. Don't like being under 30. What do I got running? Anything running that shouldn't be running? No. No, I don't think so. Oh well. Minecraft sucks. Yeah, it might be a little choppy. I apologize. So yeah, I kind of like that. Obviously we have to get rid of these things. Should almost just take them down right now. Just break some of them. There we go. Vanish. Looks kind of cool. Just poof. There we go. And I will... I wonder what we could do. We could have something with vines happening around here. We'll see. Some kind of gardening. Alright, so the doors themselves we got to figure out. Do I have any more paving stones? That's what I'm going to call them. There we go. So yeah, new snapshot. I guess I could talk about it. I don't know if I have already. Ooh. I don't know. I like new... I don't... That's hard. Everybody's always just very once they start releasing new things, it's like, well, you should have done this instead. You should do this, and I've done it myself. Like, it would be nice to do more bug fixes, but I'm sure they'll happen. I know in 1.5, right before the release of 1.5, they fixed a ton of bugs, which were kind of plaguing throughout the whole snapshot. So a lot of stuff dealing with all the new features, the hoppers and all that, were sticking around right up to the end. There were duplication bugs, there were all sorts of things, and then timing issues with the hoppers. And it wasn't until the very end, right before the release, that most of them got fixed, and then some of them got fixed in the 1.5.1, I do believe. So I imagine 1.6 will be a similar ordeal. I don't think I have enough spruce logs on me. Did I throw them in here? Yeah. There we go. But yeah, I don't know. Terrain generation. I like terrain generation, and I hate terrain generation. I don't like when it, should we put the door there? Or should we have it start here? It's kind of hard to hinge it. Let's see. Let's try a greater angle. Last time we tried like a 45-degree angle. What if we try more kind of like that? And how wide is this door now? This is the middle, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not counting that one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it would almost be kind of like that, which looks kind of odd. It's hard to get it to hinge backwards with this here, unless we make it start there and do it like that instead. So that's 6. Is that what I said? 1, 2. It'll be 7 though with that one, right? So one more. So if we think of this hinging right in the crease here, then this face would meet up with that face. It's not a huge door. Okay, well, let's try it. Oh, I need to get jump boost. Whoop. Makes building so much easier. So yeah, terrain generation I like and I hate. The only thing I hate about it is when it meets up with old generation. If you get that harsh like border, where you basically get like a solid wall, I think that looks awful. And I don't like the idea that you should have to start a new world every time there's new generation that takes place. Oops. It would be nice if... I thought the anvil format was supposed to fix that, but maybe not. I'm not too educated on the whole terrain generation and how it all works. But it would be nice if when old generation meets new generation, instead of it just making a hard line and going, this is old, now we're going to start new, it could somehow merge and blend itself, so it could take the old generation and blend it into the new generation before beginning the new generation. Now again, I have no idea how that would work or if it's even possible, but I think that would be ideal if it could be done. Alright, so how's that look? We'll have to get... let's put this post back in. I do like this post idea. Is that going to let me... yeah, that'll work. And then we'll have to put something there. Ta-da! There we go. Other things about the update. So there's terrain generation. Not too keen. I don't like the idea of having to start a new world ever. I like the idea of keeping everything you've built and just continually add on to it. I mean, if you want to go see new generation, you can just go and explore it. I mean, there is the thing, you don't want to generate a huge, massive world either, especially on servers. That could be problematic if you're just going to keep exploring, exploring, exploring. And then you tend to like things to be centralized in the main starting area just because that's where all the strongholds are. So you can't always just leave and go explore new areas. Okay. Hard to say at this time. Let's make the other door. Now we could even have one door closed. I don't know if we could pull that off, but we could try. Other things that let's see. I like how they're adding new things to the dungeons. Like how all the horse stuff is only obtainable through the dungeons. I like that idea. I like the idea of having stuff that you can't normally obtain other than exploring. It used to be like saddles, but saddles are pretty lame, and the only reason to collect them were just for the sake of collecting them. Never did you really need to. That might look weird. But anyway, we'll take a step back and see. So yeah, I like all that. I like the exploring type things, and I hope one day they do add more dungeon style stuff. I think there's something mentioned where there'd be more. Looks kind of interesting. There'd be more chests around, so I wonder where those chests will show up. Now obviously the door looks a little goofy where it's joining up. So I think we should probably leave it open so that we could kind of mask that somehow. So yeah, let's take that down. Let's not do that. Oop. Let's try opening this one up as well. And maybe we'll open this one. Maybe we could have one swing all the way back. Or try. Let's see if we can accomplish that with the way this thing is hinged, or the border there. Horses themselves, I have no problem with. They're not something I'm really excited about. They might be neat, but I don't know. We already have, like, if you want to get somewhere quickly, I guess. If you're just traveling around, I guess it might be cool. If you want to go explore, hop on a horse. That would be good. But then you're exploring to find the horse, not getting the horse to explore. Or maybe you are. Depends what they add in, I guess, for the new generation. And how much stuff is added. I know they've done a bit with deserts so far, I think. I don't know if that's about all they've done. I do think I like it somewhat angled. You might be able to try... Let's try a slightly different angle. Yeah, for me to make it all the way open, I would probably have to start the door here. Otherwise it'll be hard to go like that and then start angling backwards. That would look weird. Unless I did it like that. Let's see. Okay. Let's use some brick to lay out the angle. Let's do every 2. So it'll be like that. Nope. Did that wrong. Be like that. Okay. And that would be the 7th one. So if we did the wall door here, I'm going to try to record this just kind of one sitting. I do have a timer going this time. This is why I had to pause at the beginning. It was to start up the timer. So yeah, back to horses. Horses, I don't know, they're cool. They might provide some interesting things on server. You could do horse races and all that kind of stuff. I don't know how much they will add to the game, but I have no problem with them adding stuff like that. If some people want it, then I think it's fine. You can't please everybody with everything that you try to add into a game. Obviously, people who don't like Redstone probably weren't all that impressed with the last update, as none of that stuff really applied to them. Alright, that went up. Let's just go up one more. Looks like it is supposed to. Or is it? No, it's not. Oh! Wow, sorry. Head. Whew! There's pain, and there's... Oh my god, that really hurts pain. Okay, that should be... maybe it is supposed to go up another one. This is 4, so this one will go all the way up. And then we gotta try to add some character to the door as well, so it's not just... Yeah, like that should be there. Like really, I guess it should be like that. That looks like it would be more the shape of the door if you don't account for the stairs. Okay. What do we think of that? Looks a little weird there because it's blending right into the column. But we could also add a border to the door, so we could annihilate maybe the last row of spruce logs and replace that with something else. I'm thinking maybe either stone or perhaps we'll use cobble for the trim of the door. Let me just go sleep. I do hope they add more mobs. maybe more hostile mobs or more variety. I was wondering if maybe an interesting idea to add skeletons that don't spawn, like just regular skeletons, but instead of them all spawning with bows, some of them would spawn with swords or what have you. And then they would be quick like they are when you're able to give them a sword, they run as fast as the wither skeletons. So maybe that would be something that could be done, just to add a little bit of variety without really having to add anything new to the game, just kind of tweak the existing stuff. But it would be cool to have some other new mobs as well. Some more maybe like boss type mobs. I'd still love to see more dungeons or more variety or a new system for dungeons. I think I mentioned once before, maybe just adding almost like a Twilight Forest style of thing where you find a portal that will take you to another area, which would be a dungeon. It wouldn't be like a whole new world that you could infinitely explore. It would be a fixed size, some kind of randomly generated dungeon that you could go through, collect loot, defeat a boss, stuff like that, and then be done with it. Let's try a stair. Do I have cobble stairs? I have a few. Yeah, I think that would be kind of neat. I don't know if that could be done. I imagine it could be if they could do stuff like Twilight Forest that has dungeons in them. You should be able to do that. Sorry, I just got distracted by how awful this looks. I don't like that at all. It still looks like it just blends right in. I wonder... I don't know how this will work or look, but what if we... which wood should I use? Let's see. Probably have more spruce than anything. Let's use spruce. Let's make some trapdoors and line the whole thing with trapdoors. See what that looks like as a door. But yeah, in terms of other things that I know that they're adding, I don't really know all that much about what they're adding at this point. Sometimes they try to keep up. Well, the whole zombie things falling out of the sky, obviously, I think is pretty silly. But I don't think it's something that they plan on keeping implemented. Is there any way I could do this and jump up at the same time? Now, the only problem with this is it's not going to show here, so it might look weird. We might have to do a flat style door for it to really work properly. Did I miss one? I did. But let's see if we can get kind of what this looks like and then judge it. It might make for an interesting door, actually. But we might have to do, yeah, like flat doors, because that looks kind of weird. If you could have it wrap all the way around, obviously that would be cool, but you can't. It's looking weird. Don't know if I like it. Even if it was all like that, it looks really weird. No, it looks kind of like waffles. Just waffles. Don't think I like that. So we won't be doing that. We might have to... I don't know what we could do, though. We can't really use... I mean, there's jungle logs. That's the only log that doesn't exist in this wall, other than birch. But birch logs look really silly, in my opinion. The whole zebra thing. I mean, there are trees that look like that, so it's no big... It's not like it shouldn't be like that. It's just it doesn't really work, I find, for most builds in terms of aesthetics. Looks weird if you try to use it. Or at least when I try to use it. Well, what else could we do? I mean, we could get rid of this and put maybe these guys instead. I don't know how that will do, though. Oops. How did I end up with that? Oh, right, I made it for the trapdoors. Never mind, I'm good. I remember. So we could try that instead of a trim, instead of the full cobblestone. We could also change it all out for stone brick and see how that looks as well. I think I like that better than the cobblestone. but it looks a little weird. So maybe just this angle just isn't working. So I don't think it looks as bad this way because it clearly doesn't really merge. Even here you can tell it's sticking out, where this one, it's close enough that it gives the illusion that it's connected to that tower. So I think we will do that. So for this one I'm going to rip it down and we'll try just putting a straight door on this side and see how that works. Oops, I can leave that. Alright, just finishing off the straight door here. Other things, snapshots related. What else did I miss? Oh yeah, new blocks. Totally missed new blocks. Carpets, there's carpets now. Those are kind of cool. And I think they are adding in the ability to make it so you can place them on glowstone via Vintage Beef trying to do that and couldn't. So now that's being changed. Thank you, Vintage Beef. It's good. It's good and bad. I mean, the big YouTubers do have a good influence on what happens, which is kind of good. Okay, obviously this is kind of weird because it's actually larger than the opening. So unless I made all that slabs, this doesn't really work. But anyway, I don't know if it's really all that noticeable. I could bring it down, I suppose. Alright, so if we do that, and I do kind of like the brick on the door, actually. Maybe we should do brick instead of cobblestone. The other thing I wanted to try, what if we did something like this? This might look really weird, but I do have some thought. I have thought. I have some logic to it, although it wouldn't really actually work if you tried to close the door, because it's actually too wide. What if we added like tongs? So these are like teeth almost. So if you close the door, those teeth would actually interlock theoretically, but not really. Kind of doing this old thing. Be like that. But if you could push that in so that they would actually join up is kind of the illusion that we're trying to give. Don't think I like that either. What I really want is horizontal slabs, or vertical slabs, sorry. We already have horizontal slabs. I think that would be a nice addition that you could place on the side of blocks. And you could easily do them, like if you could just take a slab, put it in there, and you take them out and they become vertical slabs, and then you put them back in, they become horizontal slabs. That would be an easy enough way of like controlling it, so you don't have to have like use the same slab to do both the lower slab and the side slab and upper slab, so it wouldn't make placing them incredibly difficult if you controlled that or made them kind of almost two separate blocks. What other blocks have they added? Yeah, there's carpet. Oh yeah, the hardened clay, which I haven't actually played around with too much, so I don't know what to do with it. Oh, I forgot to start my timer back up. Nuts. It looks like there might be chests generating in the nether, which would be kind of interesting. So exploring the nether might be more enjoyable. I don't know if they'll just show up in nether fortresses or if they'll be just random. But I think that's cool. Yeah, I really need something on the ends. I just don't know what. And a full block just looks weird. If we try that just on the end, how does that look? Does that look silly? Yes. Problem is it doesn't match, like the color wise. If it was a different color, or if it was like, if you could have stone trapdoors or metal trapdoors, that would look better. But that wood just doesn't look good. It's just too chest coloring. So yeah, no. But I think that's all I know of from the new snapshots. If you know anything, you can let me know. But yeah. And yeah, you can no longer craft horse armor or the name. You can't craft the name tag. But I don't know if that was ever intended to be craftable or not. I don't know about leads. Do you have to find leads as well, or will they be craftable? Those seem like they should be craftable, but I don't know. Maybe not. I think what I'll do is I'll do this wall in cobble, and then this wall with stone trim, and we'll see which one we like best. So I'll probably pause here and do a little fiddling off camera, try to figure out some more ideas on what we could do to make the door look a little better. And then, I have an idea, sort of. If we made the door thicker, if we made it 2 wide instead of 1 wide, we could add some more detail. But anyway, I'll play around with that and bring you back. I don't know, guys. I don't know. 2 candidates, sort of. Got that guy, fairly plain, 1 thick, cobblestone, a few buttons. I brought other things to try, like pistons and furnaces. Furnaces look weird. I think they'd be cool if you could get the top texture on the sides, which you can do with pistons. But then you get also this showing. But I don't know. That pistons might make a decent door. I don't know yet. I haven't played around with them yet. I was playing around with this. I'd done the stone first, and I was just swapping it out for some bars to see if that looked better. I don't know if it does or not. I do like the 2 wide door, though, even just by itself. It looks bulkier and more girth. Can't go wrong with more girth. It's not what I was looking for. Solid. More solid? I don't know. There's words that I'm trying to achieve through the art of speaking, but failing miserably. Okay, what if... Let's just get rid of this for a second. Actually, let's try falling down here. Good. Mission accomplished. Let's try... What if we had pistons down there? To the trim. This won't work, but let's do it anyway. Well, it will work, but you'll see it. You'll see it over there. Let's get a full-scale view. Do it all the way across the bottom. Where do I gotta go? Here? There? There? Give me my wood. Yeah, I said it. Alright, let's see how that looks. Weird. Definitely weird. Might look better if it was all straight, but even then I don't like it. Not liking it. Oh, wish there's a quick way to break pistons. What if we put them the other way around? I don't know. Like we could make a whole door of just pistons. I don't know what that would look like though. Again, that doesn't look good with the side. And I'm envisioning this all the way. It's still not good. Even just the texture, or the color of the texture. So yeah, I don't know, guys. Nothing is really working 100%, I feel. It's all kind of eh. It's not awful, but it's not fantastic, amazing. I want it. What's happening here? Did I break that? Maybe. So we could either do it... Could just do a full solid door as well. So let me do that real quick, and I think we'll end it with that. And then I'm going to have to rely on you guys for criticism. Get me in there. Let me place things. I want to place. There we go. And 2 more. But yeah, I'm not too sure. So if you guys have any ideas, it's time I'm going to wait until I hear from you before I continue working on it. We will go switch up and do something else in the next episode. Might go back to getting the TNT up here, or the gunpowder, from the mob drops, since that's almost done. Shouldn't take too much more work to get it all the way complete, I think, but it probably will. I also changed that a bit there. I don't know if I want to do that. If you see, that looks a bit more curvy, or this looks a bit more just straight door. It's hard to work with that curvature in the arch and trying to transfer that into the door. And even there, I took out that stair and I put a full block. Here you can't really tell because it's too thick wide wall, so it almost hides it a little bit better. But then I don't know what to do there. I mean, we could try. Let's see here. If we get rid of that, put that stair back. And then I guess we could put a stair here. If I could get around. There we go. Could do that. That might look okay. Take a step back. Yeah, I think I like that best. And then I could also add... I've got a stair there, but it's hard to really see. So what if I put a stair here as well? Would that add a bit of the curve going? I think so. I'll leave it like that for now. So, my opinion so far is I think I'm liking just that. That as is looks pretty good to me. It's very plain, but I like the too thick. And I like the stone opposed to the cobble. This blends into the ground and it looks a little out of place up top. And I don't know about this, if it really adds anything to it. I could do like this on this one, but only on this side. I don't know if that would add anything though. And the idea, if I did the same on this, but on the opposite side, then when you'd close the doors, which you of course can't do, those two bars would end up side by side. So you'd end up with one being here and then the other one being there. So it'd kind of be like just a little bit of an overlap. But obviously we can't close these doors. So yeah, I'm not hating it. Well, I don't think we need those though. I think I'll get rid of the cobble. Cobble walls are probably not going to stay. And I think I'll stick with the thick wall here unless you guys have something to input. Oh, I can't jump on that. Fine. I will improvise. But I think I'll call it there. I'm not sure when this episode will get aired. It might be on the weekend. It's being recorded during the week though, so I don't know. And since the other one hasn't gone up, which goes up today, I think, Wednesday? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, let me know what you think, but I think I like the thick door. And I'll do the same on the back. And then in terms of either straight open or diagonal placement, I will probably put that one, if we do decide on that pattern, I will probably keep that one straight and see what it looks like. And if they both look better straight, then I might keep them both straight. But yeah, that is that. I will leave this stuff here for now to work on this again. I don't think we'll keep anything with pistons. I was going to try some stuff with fence gates as well, or fence posts. Like try putting fence posts in the middle here to see what that would look like as a door. Don't know though. I don't think it is working. I think just solid wood is the way to go. But I'll leave those here too. Alright guys, thank you for watching and joining me on this episode. Hope you enjoyed. If you didn't, let me know. If you did, let me know. Just let me know about all the things. What you had for breakfast? Seriously, I don't really want to know what you had for breakfast. Unless it's incredibly interesting. Alright guys, goodbye.